On previous videos we've talked about how we test hearing. In the main we do that using the pure tone audiogram with a pure tone audiometer. And if you remember, we can test with headphones and with the bone vibrator placed behind the ear. And for many people, the information we get from that gives us a good idea as to their level of hearing and why they have a hearing problem. Sometimes we'd like to do a little bit more with you, and that would involve other tests, and one example is the test we're going to talk about now, and that's tympanometry. And why we do that is sometimes we're not sure whether or not there is a problem with the conductive part of the ear. That's the part of your ear that has the sound waves going through from the outside, through your ear canal, sets your eardrum into vibration, and then those vibrations are passed on into the inner ear by the ossicular chain, the three tiniest bones of your body, the malleus, the incus and the stapes. And the test that we use is called tympanometry. Historically it was also called impedance testing. And what it basically does, it measures how well your conductive pathway is passing sound through to your inner ear. Now, most of the pathologies, most of the problems that arise with our ears, if there's an abnormality in the conductive pathway, they tend to cause changes in stiffness of your ear. So quite often your ear is stiffer. For example, if you've got the cavity behind your drum, the middle ear, full of fluid, for example, the little bones have got to work in a fluid rather than an air-filled environment. So in the main, a lot of problems that we see in clinics cause higher stiffness. There are cases, funnily enough, where you might get a little bit less stiffness, and that would be, for example, where there's been a break in the ossicular chain. So the eardrum is very, 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 very flaccid, and that could be caused by, say, a road traffic accident where there's been a blow to the head. But whatever, we have the kit to be able to make measurements of how well that part of the ear works, whether the stiffness is within normal limits or whether the stiffness is higher than normal, in the case, for example, of an ear infection, or possibly lower than normal, where I gave you the example of the broken ossicular chain. And in the next bit of video, I'll be showing you the kit and how that measurement is made.